Peak of the week Wednesday, things are quiet for the most part. We'll be looking for some breezy conditions coming our way as we get into the Thursday period of time, and then, yes, cooler for the weekend, but we're just not seeing too much of anything in the way of winter weather per se over the next several days. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Onek. You're watching News 12's video weather blog, Weather Overtime. Thanks for stopping on by. More weather always available again at wdef.com/weather, or find me out there. I'm on these various social media networks on one form or another. Let's go ahead and get started and show you a little bit more about what's going on. Mainly clear skies to the south, but a lot of clouds coming in from the west as we overlook the waters of Island Cove, Marina, and Resort. We're continuing to see some fairly calm conditions for tonight, but there could be the potential of some scattered sprinkles out there as we go into the rest of the forecast. Officially, no rainfall registered yet, but it is, again, on the dry side. It's on the early side as well when we record this, so we'll get an update on that precipitation later on. 66 was the high, 10 degrees below record high, which hasn't been broken since 1937, and 47 degrees the low temperature, which is way above our normal for this time of the year, so feeling very much on the mild side across much of the area. For our weather window picture from yesterday and today, thanking Bianca Russell and thanking all of everybody who has sent in some marvelous pictures out there. You can find out more at our social media sites, but if you'd like to get your picture on the wall, please send them in to us at pictures@wdef.com or on social media. Find us on facebook.com/WDEF News 12. Our latest storm system is making its way across the country, moving in from the southern United States and deepening, starting to get a little bit on the stronger side. Meanwhile, just beyond the storm system number one, we've got a cold front making its way down to the south and to the east. That's going to be bringing colder air briefly into our area, and that's going to have an effect on our temperatures going into mainly Saturday. The rest of it, really not looking at too much of anything in the way of winter weather. Now, tomorrow morning, windy and the possibility of wet conditions out there, so a little bit of extra time to get to where you're going would not be a bad idea, as those showers, maybe a thunderstorm out there will be a potential problem. Showers will last off and on until early Thursday afternoon, very much on the mild side tomorrow. A little chillier as the clouds part early Friday morning, and then for Friday afternoon, mainly just cloud cover, not seeing a lot of rainfall, so we get a bit of a gap in between the next chance of rain, which will be coming up as we go into the weekend. So for the forecast into Thursday, more chances of rain off and on through the day, lessening as we go into and around the early evening hours, and then finally drying out as we go from Thursday night into Friday, and then we see some more changes coming our way. Severe threat for tonight, Wednesday night into Thursday. Not seeing a lot of problems for us. Yes, we do have the potential of seeing some generic thunderstorms with that rain, but the big threat is going to be well back to our south and west. That's where we could be seeing some pretty good tornadic storms. That threat begins to dive to the Gulf Coast and loses energy. Again, we may see the potential of some areas of thunderstorms, but not seeing a severe weather threat, and even that moves its way off toward the east and the Florida coast. Yes, we will be picking up some rainfall. No, it does not look like too much, but there will be wet roadways for Thursday across much of the area. Again, not seeing a lot of huge amounts of rainfall coming on through. We're also going to see some very breezy winds early tomorrow morning into around midday. We'll see wind gusts topping 30 miles per hour, even 40 miles per hour, which is why the National Weather Service in multiple locations from the Great Lakes all the way down to the Gulf Coast have issued a wind advisory that is in the semi-gray colors. The purple is high wind warnings. Most of that is up toward around the Great Lakes and into the Ohio River Valley. We do have a high wind warning in effect for right along the Appalachians. Does not affect at this time anything in the News 12 viewing area. Southeastern Monroe County, you are under a wind advisory, and likewise for the Cumberland Plateau and back into around northeastern Alabama, winds may be gusting around 40 miles per hour plus either way in any of these locations, and still will be breezy into portions of the rest of the Tennessee River Valley, just not as much as in the higher elevations. Please be aware that we could be looking at some very choppy conditions out there for the next several days. From the next few days into next week, yes, there will be chances of rain Saturday into very early Sunday, drying out, and that temperature change coming on through gives us again some milder numbers out there. We also see again some very mild numbers easily into next week. And Tuesday night, right about the time everybody's getting out and about for Valentine's Day, could be a bit of a problem out there with some scattered showers, but it does not look like severe weather. And outside of that one little drop in temperatures coming up on Saturday, there's really not a lot of winter weather to talk about out there anytime soon. February not really feeling like February for the time being. If you would like to visit your classroom, please request a visit at wdef.com/weather and click on Weather in the Classroom for more. Don't forget that the next Skywarn training session for Hamilton County and Chattanooga residents will be coming up this Friday, 6 p.m. at Memorial Hospital Community Rooms. And then next Thursday, from about a month from now, it'll be held at the Hamilton County for Chattanooga residents in the UTC Library at Vine and Douglas Street. Register to attend. It is totally free, but you do need to register for a seat because seats can fill up very quickly, and the National Weather Service would like to know who's going to be attending. More meetings coming up for various Tennessee counties. We do not have any training sessions for Alabama or North Georgia at this time. When the National Weather Services that cover those areas start to announce the meetings, we will let you know, so keep it tuned to News 12. Ray, Monroe, and Marion counties also going to be doing some meetings in the next several weeks, so if you live in and around these areas and can't make it to Chattanooga, register for your seat again at weather.gov/MRX. And all of this and much more, we'll have it on our social media pages, so stay tuned for much more on that through various places online. You can find us out there someplace, at least me. More on News 12 at wdef.com/weather. Getting into the rest of the forecast, again, not bad. Chip will have your update bright and early for Thursday morning, so tune into the morning show out there, and he'll give you an update as to what's going on. And we'll, of course, also keep you updated as we go throughout the next couple of days on what the possibility of more thunderstorms may be. Questions, concerns, ideas, complaints, if you absolutely must, drop me a line at aonic@wdef.com. Love to know what you think of this program and anything else you might want to see included on this on a regular basis, so stay tuned for more on that. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Onick. You've been watching News 12's Weather Overtime. Stay tuned for much more with News 12 on air and online.